If men are libertarians, it tends to be gendered because most individuals at shooting ranges and gun dealers are guys. China politicians like my state's Attorney General Bob Ferguson are trying to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines because of mass shootings committed by disenfranchised young males who still believe in fallacious concepts such as romantic love and can adjust to the new age of Tinder. There was only one such mass shooting in my state within the last couple of years, committed by Alan Ivanoff, who killed 3 at a house party over a girl. When I was at the Miley, Minneapolis event on Inauguration Day, January 20th at the University of Seattle, my sign, which said they hate patriarchy but love 50 Shades of Grey and Islam, was torn to shreds by angry female social justice warriors. Freedom of expression is under attack since it occurred to me, but it's not formally under threat in the US. The US cannot go the way of Canada, Germany, Australia, and if you look at those 3 countries, the encroachment of the state on male spaces and liberty is ever increasing. Maybe the rise of MGTOW would coincide with the rise of the Libertarian Party if that ever happens. Name any other party that wouldn't take issue with legalizing prostitution, not just in licensed brothels for the rich, but to legalize the use of money to pay for sex. Libertarians could also try to get rid of telecommunications, getting rid of all 3 of these programs, and the taxes for them would make women more dependent on individual men, not for the sake of preserving a traditional marriage system. Even if all MGTOW want is sex robots in the future, we'll still need to live in a state allowing them if we want to have kids via surrogacy and IVF. We could need that option to remarry. You may be wondering why I titled this video, Never Tell Her the Truth. The reason is that if men want to change anything in our society to better themselves, we can't be honest and tell women that we want to change things for ourselves. Instead, we have to free MIT is something that's positive for women first and foremost, even though it's better for men. If you want a handgun in Canada, you have to jump through a lot of hoops. You have to get a restricted firearms license, and the bullets in the gun have to be in 2 separate places in your home. If you want to move your handgun, you have to let the police know, and they'll give you a specific route to take. If you deviate from that path, you'll be punished severely. The gun also has to be in a locked place. I remember reading about another occasion where a gunman was murdered before killing anyone because someone on the site had a gun. But that doesn't matter because wherever we look we see man-made disasters. China's like Michael Moore telling us how dangerous guns are because of films like Bowling for Columbine. The advertising you mentioned, If Daniel, where guns are next to pregnant mothers, is disturbing because it triggers a woman's immediate desire to be safe if she scares a woman because of the close proximity of the thread. Women have a hard time putting that cause and effect together. For some reason, they seem to think that guns automatically equal God, even when the so-called good guys are holding men in Europe don't carry guns. So when a Muslim opens fire, they can't fight back. The continent has become a bunch of man-children. Most Americans understand why you need guns because of the colonial rebellion and living under the tyranny of England, but most other Western nations have given up on trying to do the rational thing. If you tell women a well-armed population is the best defense against your name, they won't believe you because they don't understand that if many people are armed, it serves as a deterrent. They would rather their boyfriend shield them with their bodies from attackers. Women don't understand the logic in it. They only perceive the immediate fear of their partner pulling a gun on them after they sneak out and give the next-door neighbor a BJ in his Buick. I don't have an answer because I've met a Republican, Democratic, and Libertarian MGTOWs. I think we lean to the right, but no one seems to have done a survey to find out exact numbers. The only way men will ever make the changes necessary to make things equitable is if we lie to women and tell them the changes are in their own best interests. You think the men's rights movement is trying to change things by pretending to help women and then sneaking into men's issues on the side. The MRA is either really dumb or it's controlled opposition. You think that creating government-sanctioned programs to help women and then sneaking in a helping hand to men would work, but they don't. I believe they're there to prevent the help they say they want men to have. We have surrogacy today, although it's expensive because some thought it was a well-marketed product towards women, then Demon used it as well. Now any man with enough money can have a child without a wife there to control. Lamp-turned fleeing monkey also spoke about this kind of thing a while back. Now that we know all of this, shouldn't we start fighting to increase women's rights with the real reason for doing so? Some of us can infiltrate feminist circles as a mangina or male feminist and work from the inside out, but why would we want to do that? Because women aren't direct, therefore if we want to influence them and get things done, we can't tell them the truth. Getting married is like buying a new expensive car, but the price tag keeps going up as she ages and becomes a lemon. The car can also list itself for sale anytime I want on the market, and then you're pretty much Scott taking the bus everywhere. Women never tell us the truth about the nasty aspects of female nature and control over us, so we don't actually have a choice.